Hi, I'm Professor Pete Klein. I'm a professor at a small Korean university called Gyeongnam Kwahakgisuldaehakyo, which is the Korean version, or Gyeongnam National University of Science and Technology. I love cool tech, and I love neat stuff. I like to play with it, I like to order it and collect it, and I like to show it off to you. So we can both have fun looking today at some cool stuff, which is the Stilform titanium pen. And as you can see, they say good things come to those who wait. Well, we waited and waited and waited and waited some more. And it finally arrived. And all in all, I'm pretty happy with either the aluminum or the titanium. We're going to look at the aluminum today too. It's right here. So let's take a look together and see what we can see. There are some good things, there are some bad things, and as it is with everything, that doesn't mean it's not worth buying. It just means you should take into consideration what those things are before you buy. All right, and maybe some of these things could be addressed by the manufacturer. We'll take a look. Okay, well, today we're here looking at the pen, and I ordered the pen from Indiegogo, I think it was, and waited for it to be manufactured and delivered. As you can see, it's nicely packaged, and the branding is wonderful. Even once you get inside the box, the pen is held inside a little pocket or sock, and it comes with some accessories. That accessory, I will talk about it a little bit later. I don't know if I like it so much. It kind of scratches the pen. The titanium should be very hard, but whatever that's made of, the clip isn't very secure in the pocket, and it kind of scratches the pen. I have a little mark I'll show you a little bit later on the pen from it. But the branding is wonderful. The boxes are nice and secure. Nothing was damaged during delivery, pardon me. So I was happy. So here we are with the pen itself, once removed from the package. And as you can see, the magnet does work. It's very tight. I'll demonstrate that a little bit later. And there is kind of a problem with this titanium version of the pen. It doesn't replicate on the aluminum pen, but as you can see, the pen is made so that it doesn't roll. But there's a problem. The cap doesn't go on symmetrically when you post it, and that makes it roll. So that defeats the entire purpose of the shape of the pen. It shouldn't roll like that, and the cap should post symmetrically. It doesn't even post perfectly when you put it on the regular portion of the pen to cover the tip. You have to adjust it to get it back into the correct position. That's a little annoying, and it depends on if you put it in to the left or to the right. With the aluminum arc pen, there was a thing that allowed you to adjust that. Here you can see that the pen is really secure when you post it or put the lid on. You might think that the magnet would be loose and falling off all the time, but that's not the case. The seal is really tight, or the attraction is really strong, so there's no danger of losing the pen tip at least not easily. I gave it a really good wrenching there, as you could see. So I wanted to write a little bit with the pen. It's beautiful. The tip is very fine. And the pen is heavy in your hand. So as you would imagine, titanium is literally indestructible. So the pen will last a long time. There are alignment problems with the pen cap and the way it posts, it rolls. So those are some of the problems, but the pen feels wonderful, and I always find excuses to take it out and just doodle with it because it feels so good and it feels so heavy, and you know that that thing will last pretty much forever. I wish that we could adjust the cap somehow. I think I had seen an announcement from Stilform that said that there was a problem with some of the earlier caps, the magnet not matching up. I think maybe I got an earlier batch, but I was pretty impatient. I kept asking them, where's my pen? Because it didn't show up because of COVID, and those are valid reasons. It didn't show up for months and months and months. I started to get a little antsy about whether the pen was really going to come or not. But it did come, and it's a very nice, very beautiful pen. So there we have the clip, and as I told you, it kind of scratched right there. Do you see? Oh, it's hard to see. The lighting and the camera don't lend themselves to detail, at least not close up very well. But it did scratch. That kind of irritated me. That's very nice. That is just an added touch. It's more for marketing than for anything, but you can put your pen in there and keep it nice and safe. And it's an expensive pen, so you don't want to take too many chances with it. At least I don't. There's my messy desk. Yes, I'm working from home too because of COVID. So, but as you see, it says Flip Me, and instructions are on the other side. It teaches you how to replace the refill, and the refills are standard refills. You can probably get them from any stationery shop. So you just unscrew the end. I didn't want to take too long with it, so I sped it up a little bit. But there you go. It's got a little spring that you'll have to replace or put on the new refill whenever you replace it. But that's a lot of ink in there. It looks like it's not going to run out very quickly. And I've now, before publishing this video, I've had it for about 3 or 4 months now, and still the ink doesn't look like it has depleted very much at all. So we'll put it nicely back into the package and put the clip back into the package and leave the stuff to the side there while we take out the aluminum version. The aluminum version is much nicer as far as the fit and the detail. So, but then again, there is not the weight, and nor is there the durability that you would find with the titanium. And as you can see, the box is relatively the same. It teaches you how to, or instructs you how to replace the refill, and it's very simple. It's all packaged the same way, but as you can see, it's a beautiful pen too. And this one, I went for the blue color. The blue It's very nice. But as you can see, when you put on the post, it posts symmetrically, as it should with the other pen. And the lid goes on straight. There is no play. And the lid stays on so tightly. You can really flip it hard. It's not going to come off. That's a great thing. So as far as the finish and as far as the fit and durability of the pen, it's not going to roll because it posts correctly. But as you can see, there's a difference in the detail there. That the one you just have to twist to make it fit properly. It's not going to do it by itself as it should. That's what it was designed to do, and that's what it was advertised to do. But the titanium doesn't quite do that. There's a problem with it. But like I said, it's still, I prefer that pen. This one comes with an accessory. It's a nice thing for maybe a draftsman or an architect or someone who deals with geometrical shapes or other kinds of precision drawing. There's a way to post it and then cap it on the other end, then pull it out when you need to measure or when you need to draw a straight line. And that would also hold up nicely on a drafting board. It would keep the pen from rolling off. But it's made of the same material as the pen, the same color. I think it's a great idea. But as we can see, the pros are the pen is beautiful, it's solid and durable, and aluminum and titanium are both quality metals. The cons with the titanium are the issues with the lid. It's really expensive, especially when the cap doesn't fit. They both will last for a lifetime. The items do have a tendency to scratch with the clip if you put it on. This one did it too. That clip is made of some really tough material. I think it's a little bit tougher than the aluminum and tough enough to scratch the titanium. So that's unfortunate. So I think I'm going to steer clear of the clip and save the finish of the pens, because the pens are quite beautiful. I still just have, I really regret that the pen doesn't line up the way it should. But as I said, it doesn't stop me from using the pen, and it doesn't stop me from enjoying it, especially the functionality. But if I were anyone and I had to choose between the two, I would probably choose the aluminum, because for the money, it was just a better buy, better precision. If the other one had lived up to its reputation, then I would have recommended that more. Now this item is the thing to adjust the magnet inside and the way it aligns. I tried that on the titanium pen too to try and correct the problem. Unfortunately, no matter how much you do it, it doesn't straighten up the lid on the titanium, and it's impossible to get it to post symmetrically on the end and then get it to post symmetrically again on the other end if you alter the direction. So there's just something inherently wrong about one of the ends of the pen on the titanium version. But the aluminum version doesn't have that problem, and it aligns well and the tool works just fine. But there's just no way to align the lid on the titanium pen that I have. Perhaps other pens are a little different. Maybe they fixed that problem. Maybe there's a way that they can send you a new lid, or maybe there's a way that they can send you a new magnet to go inside the lid. If I were to recommend a purchase, I would recommend the aluminum. I think it's just a better buy. The price and the quality are a perfect match for each other. So I do love the titanium. I'll keep that, and it will be my favorite pen, but I just always look at it and think, it would just be perfect if we could fix those other problems. This is the tool that comes to adjust the magnet that I'm showing you right now. The tool is what you saw just a moment ago while I was blathering on. You just put it inside and turn it accordingly so that it adjusts to the angle that you want it to insert itself into the magnet. And you can adjust the cap, or you can also adjust the ruler so that everything fits properly. Well, thank you for joining me as I evaluated these things. They're wonderful pens. I'd recommend them both, but I just recommend the aluminum over the titanium for price and to avoid that roll. Alright, thanks a lot. I hope you join me again for another review. Take care. I'm sorry this one went so long, but I wanted to cover everything. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.